Every single one of us here on earth has a journey that is ours. We may be aware of this from the beginning of this life in this body, or we will awaken to it at some point, or we may remain out of touch and continue deflecting. Awakening is remembering our spirit, who we are at our essence, and recalling the desire, the attraction of our path, our purpose. We are all here to find our purpose and reconnect or re-establish our connection with love energy. But we are so highly programmed from birth, and as we move through our ages, it's challenging to stay true to our authenticity. We are moulded by our caregivers, societies, cultures, and the overwhelming pressure the egoic leaders structure us to live by, in a materialistic world that teaches us that money is the goal. When we strive only for this abundance, we lose touch and we remain below the surface of living. We think we are there, breathing it in, but our perspective is marred by a fine veil that is only acknowledged and understood when we resurface and awaken. Awakening or reawakening occurs when the seemingly zillion little triggers either get our attention or increase and lead us to breaking point. These triggers are diverse and numerous. They may be too subtle for us to acknowledge their motivation, and so it seems for many people we instead suffer a more significant alert that presents as trauma. Trauma is the red flag waved in our face due to the continual disregard and denial of the countless indistinct messages that came before. These messages, synchronicities, communication, are from our spiritual self. They also may be greatly varied. They may be heard as a voice within, or imagery, feelings, or a sense of knowing. When we eventually give attention to our intuitive voice, we begin to attune to the frequency that guides us to our yearning, leading us home to ourselves, our purpose, and the reuniting with God, Source, Love. This is where our true self lies. Our essence has been shielded from us by our very own design of false conditional protection created by our ego mind. The layers of protection are coping mechanisms and patterns, muffling and quietening the authentic voice, preventing our attunement. However, the communication connecting us with God, Source, Love is patient and unconditional and permeates without limitations to offer healing, acceptance, and love. We may be meandering life and facing challenges and feel discordance within ourselves. This is the red flag, the signal to alert ourselves that we have ventured away from our true vibration. Life offers many frequencies, like octaves in musical notes, but it's the highest of high frequency that offers us to feel harmony, satisfaction, pleasure, contentedness, euphoria, purity, love. When we awaken, this doesn't mean we're so fortunate to remain in the perfect frequency. It is in fact only that we are aware of it, of our connection, and this is why we resonate with the blissful emotions. With this understanding, we now have the choice to return whenever we desire. Instead of previously, when unconscious to this existence, this choice, we previously felt like the vibrations of love were accidental and mostly intermittent. The slap in the face trigger that shocked us into ourselves was designed and destined to do so. It was, in fact, a blessing in disguise. The broken relationship, the accident, the unexpected death of a loved one, the ill health diagnosis, the financial loss, the sadness, the defeated feeling that shook us inside like a volcanic eruption was opening the door to our authentic truth of life, of who we are, of unconditional love. If you are stuck in resistance to the bliss of life, this is your opportunity to look within, not externally. The answers to all you need lay waiting to be discovered. Diarise your feelings, meditate, spend time in nature, make time for yourself and rediscover you. You are the most important being in your life, and when you open to yourself, you open to life. There is always another option to every negative emotion, every negative thought, sensation, or action. Are you being called to find it? Are you currently living it? Get to know yourself. Become aware of how you think. This is where it all takes place. The thoughts we think create our reality. We manifest our reality. To change your life, you need to change your mind, our thoughts. Law of attraction brings us more of what we focus our attention on, so consider what you think about. Live the life you truly want. Begin by becoming aware of you, your thoughts, and make changes to the habitual patterns that regurgitate through the almost automatic processes that our bodies, our mind has adapted to. Generate an experience with no expectation. It's called a dream with no doubt. Recall your mind as a child where you dreamed and wished and believed. Focus on living rather than dying. Enjoy life because it's always continuing and displaying magnificence and beauty. All we need to do is focus, observe, and appreciate. Life is truly beautiful. I'm Sammy. Thank you for listening to my video from my channel Love is the Answer. Please press the like button if you enjoyed this video. Ciao.